Hello, I'm doing gun control and gun violence. My name is Zachary Muniz. The importance gun control and gun violence has been a major issue in Texas and throughout the United States. Texas is actually one of the states which have the highest number of gun violent activities or gun violence incidents, just behind California, Illinois, and Florida. As of 2019, Texas had 3,683 gun deaths, which is actually the most in the United States. California being second with 2,945 gun deaths in 2019. And stricter gun laws could potentially decrease the gun violence and these deaths, but the fact that it does impact Texans' rights to carry, the big reason changing laws has been such an issue. The major issue, the largest issue when trying to enforce greater gun control and decreased gun violence is its relation to the Second Amendment, the right to carry. And also Governor Abbott, he doesn't seem to want to be restrictive on gun laws. In fact, he opposes federal gun laws, making it harder for the federal gun laws to be applied in Texas. And he recently allowed the law to carry unlicensed handguns, which is not restricting or enforcing any further gun control. Gun violence solutions, gun control solutions. Since the big issue, the Second Amendment is the main reason Texans feel they need to have and carry firearms. We wouldn't be able to deny the access to firearms, but we could largely limit the access. First, I would increase the age limit to closer to 24, 25, because I feel people at this age have more life experience, more education, and are prone to make more educated decisions. Next, I would require the background check to be more in-depth and thorough, to not allow any person the right to buy a firearm if they have any past criminal offenses that either involved guns, involved drugs, or involved any violent acts or weapons. And third, I would drastically increase the prices on firearms or drastically tax firearms and firearm accessories such as ammo. And last, would increase the punishment for having an illegal firearm, because even if it wasn't used, the punishment for having it alone, just having the firearm by itself, needs to be much greater than it is today. Right now, currently, the punishment is up to a year in prison and up to $4,000 in fines. Now, if we drastically limit the access to firearms legally, I would assume it would increase the acquisitions of firearms illegally. So we would need to increase the punishment of having an illegal firearm. And I would want to drastically increase it to a minimum of 5 years in prison and upwards of $20,000 or more in fines to hopefully limit the acquisition of illegal firearms. Because if we just limit the access to attain a firearm illegally, in turn, people would end up acquiring them illegally. So we would need to increase the punishment of just having illegal firearms. criticisms of solutions and responses to the criticisms. The main criticism would be the relation to the Second Amendment, which I would respond that we are not restricting gun acquisition or increasing laws. You still have the right to carry. It's just a more in-depth process due to the violence in our state and our country and how it has continued. Another big criticism is the fact that firearms are a product that is bought and sold. So the businesses would have a huge hit on their sales if the prices are drastically increased, or if firearms and accessories are drastically taxed, it could decrease their profits. A response to this could be larger contracts with Army, military, police, etc., with multiple firearm businesses to hopefully even out profits, or also allow government funding to such businesses if the profit loss is substantial due to the increases and the changes. Because I do believe people will still purchase firearms, just more qualified persons and with a more in-depth process, but it may limit the overall profits of the businesses.